Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. Really excited for today's video. The beers are courtesy of Joe from the Beer Patrol. Thanks so much, Joe. Really appreciate it. And I have a little different of a setup. I'm using a different camera in my room right now, so it might look a little different than it normally does. So he sent both these off. It's the same brewery, and it's essentially the same beer, except there's one different adjunct that makes each of these special. So it's Big Ditch out of Buffalo, New York. I went to college in Buffalo. I love Buffalo. A lot of fond memories. And not that Big Ditch was there when I was there, but I did get to go to Big Ditch, I don't know, 4 years ago maybe. And I really enjoyed my time there. It's a cool brewery. So these are Mudlarked is the name. They're Imperial Stouts. This one has peanut butter and this one has marshmallow. The backs are basically the same, so I'll just read one and I'll explain what's the same, what's different. Spoiler alert, it's that this one has peanut butter and this one has marshmallow. Mudlarked. A boat on the Erie Canal was said to be mudlarked if it got stuck in the mud when the canal had too little water or the boat took on too much. This would often happen in the winter as the canal was drained for repairs. This Imperial Stout, thick and dark as mud, is a wonderful winter treat, brewed with 9 different malts, milk sugar, cocoa nibs, and flavored with peanut butter, marshmallow. I keep forgetting where the actual camera is. Enjoy this beer when you're ready to settle down for a while. I am. I'm about to play some video games and thought, you know what? I need some big beers to sip on. They're 10% ABV. At least one person, let's pretend a bunch of people were like, dude, you got to compare those and then cuvee them. But at least one person, probably Dan, or actually maybe it was Joe, someone, at least one person definitely said it. Or the devil on my shoulder was like, yes, drink both of them. Anyway, let's get going. All right, so we got peanut butter and the marshmallow. They do seem pretty dark, I'll tell you that. Marshmallowy. All right. That's annoying. I'll put it back up here. All right. Peanut butter one first. Oh, sorry. They, like I said, I mean, they look dark. You know, it has that mocha head, like nitro small bubbles, not just like regular tiny bubbles. Maybe some regular small in there. But yeah, I mean, definitely looks like a big Imperial Stout. I'm not surprised to hear it's, you know, breaking double digits. But anyway, let's get into the aroma. Yeah, that's so peanut butter. I recently did a mystery beer. It was the Gunner's Daughter, and it had coffee in it as well. The chocolate mixed with that, it made me think hazelnut, like Nutella. This one is pretty distinctively peanut butter. Like I think if this one I was doing blind, I'd be like, oh, that's peanut butter. Because it is so in your face. I mean, it's 90% peanut butter. There is some milk sugar sweetness, some of that lactose sweetness, a little bit of vanilla from that as well. But it's, I mean, really, it's 90% peanut butter. Like just to try to like not figure out, but like have something else to say. It's got a slight nutty character to it because it's peanut buttery. You know, it's like a lot of, I shouldn't say a lot, but a decent number of beers, depending on what they are. Is it a knock that a peanut butter stout smells like a peanut butter stout? I don't think so. But anyway, let's see what the marshmallow one. So this one, I'm not getting hit in the face. I thought maybe I'd get like vanilla. This one has a roast quality. There's like an ash. Some sweetness, but it's not overly sweet. Actually, if I was doing this blind, I probably wouldn't even think milk stout at this point. It doesn't have that sweetness. Yeah, it's weird how, and again, I mean, I knew this one was going to smell like peanut butter, but how different these smell. The sweet, peanut buttery, vanilla-y. This is not marshmallowy. I'm not getting any vanilla. I mean, between the marshmallow and the lactose and milk sugar, I like it. It's just it smells like a big stout. Is all. Yeah. All right. Maybe I should drink this one first then. Cheers. Thanks again, Joe. Well, make sure you guys check out Joe. I'm sure if you watch my channel, you already subscribed to him. And yeah, he's on a hiatus right now if you're watching this live, like when I post it. But he'll be back. Okay. Ooh, I like that mouthfeel. It's it's like halfway to syrupy. And speaking of syrup, it has a nice little Hershey's syrup to it. Man, I should have put these even higher up. Yeah, based on the aroma, this tastes more like I thought it was going to smell and taste. The smell made me think, like, what am I getting into? These seem like two completely different beers, not the same beer with two different adjuncts. I'm not getting hit in the head with marshmallow. It's like this continuing debate I'm having with myself, essentially. Can just marshmallow bring a marshmallow aroma and or taste to a beer? Or do you need the lactose? Do you need vanilla? And I'm going back and forth. This beer does have lactose and it has marshmallows, and I'm not getting anything that's making me, certainly not in the aroma, and in the taste I'm not like, oh, this is so marshmallowy. It is a good beer. It's a sweet stout. Not quite pastry stout for me. Not that they're saying it's a pastry stout, but when you say it's a marshmallow stout, 10%, and it's got milk sugar in it. But maybe, you know, I have quite the sweet tooth, so keep that in mind. And some of that, it's interesting how that aroma had the ash. It's so rounded and softened in the taste because of the sweetness that's there. But that roastiness that made me think all the way to the point of ashiness is still there, but it's much more a rounded roastiness with that sweetness. Based on the aroma, I'm going to assume this one's going to be a peanut butter bomb. As much as I did not get marshmallow in this one, I'm going to assume I am going to get peanut butter in this one. Yeah, I mean, it's just straight peanut butter. I really like this drinking experience because if the peanut butter was as intense in the taste as it was in the aroma, the beer itself would be lost, and it's not lost. And I'm glad I drank the marshmallow one first because I do get some of, I hate to call this one a base, but because the additional adjunct is not really speaking to me, it's kind of like the base for me. And I'm getting a lot of those notes in this with that peanut butter, which is working so beautifully with the sweetness of this beer. And again, I don't think it's overly sweet. It is definitely a sweet stout, though. It is a sweet stout. And again, it's what I would call a sweet stout, not a full-on pastry anyway. That peanut butter is lovely in this. And that level of sweetness, working with the peanut butter. Like I was saying about the ashiness, that roastiness in this one, rounding it out. The potential peanut butter intensity is really rounded out in this one, while still being able to shine. There is some chocolate in the base for both of these beers. It doesn't hit full on like Reese's peanut butter cup, but there is a moment where it gets really close and it's almost like chasing the dragon, where you're like, all right, maybe if I take another sip, I'll get a little bit more intense and it'll actually be that thing. That being said, it's crazy delicious. It's just not, you know, full on Reese's peanut butter cup, which is fine. It does have cacao nibs in it, though, which I forgot about because I'm the only beer reviewer who reads what's in the beer and then forgets about it during a less than 10-minute review at this point. Anyway. People don't watch me for being the smartest guy, that's for sure. I really like that. If I was at the brewery, I was going to do like a flight, I would gladly put this at the end. You know, maybe like a lighter beer, pale ale or whatever, you know, an IPA, whatever. And let's say there's 4 on the flight. I would gladly end with this. I'd be stoked to end with this, if that makes sense. I like this beer. Don't get me wrong. I really like this beer. Let's see out the cuvee. I'm not going to try to do a Joe impression and say cuvee the way he says it. I don't want to besmirch him. Is that the right word? I don't want to make a mockery of him, but cuvee. I don't know. That's my best Joe impression. I do like these beers better separate. The peanut butter, actually, I do like them separate, but the muted peanut butter with the chocolatiness of this one adding, it's not going where you think it's going. It's not full on peanut butter cup, but that chocolate to peanut butter ratio is really nice. It's really nice. Not that I thought this was too intense with peanut butter, clearly, but I really like the chocolate to peanut butter ratio a lot in this, in this blend. And then going the other way, the sweet peanut butter of this is any sort of rounded, ashy, not quite smoky, but yeah, like that roasted malt thing. It's just, it's rounded just so nicely. But yeah, these beers are better separate, but the cuvee is not a negative, not a bad thing to have done, but it's not. If I worked at the brewery and I'd cuvee these, I wouldn't be like, our next release, we have to cuvee these and release. No. Keep them separate. That's nice. Thanks again, Joe. I really appreciate it. Again, guys, check him out. I'm sure you already subscribed to him and watch his stuff if you watch me. He is on hiatus, but he will be back. So thanks again, Joe. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Check me out on Instagram and Untappd. It's No Hype Beer Reviews at both of those places. So please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.